afternoon from a sunny Tudor Square. Yesterday we celebrated the seniors of the city, and today the young generation are very much out in full force. It's Youth of Sheffield Day and there is a real buzz. The crowds have turned out. We've got mini snooker tables over there, we've got samba, we've got jazz, we've got the festival band in full swing, and 250 young people will be tasting snooker for the very first time. Well, it's fair to say it's hotting up outside. It's also warming up nicely this tournament, where we're down to the final four. It's semi-final Saturday, and it's all to play for.
Welcome to a fabulous quarter-final Friday here at the one and only Crucible. The spaceman, Dominic Dale.
Oh, that's a beauty. Another nice little shot that from Dominic. This is top-class snooker by anybody's standards.
The one and only Alfie Burden.
What a shot this is. So Alfie Burden needs the pink for a place in the semi-final.
Come on! Ready to rock and roll, Hassan Kurdi.
Good shot.
Yeah, nicely done.
You won't see many better 85 breaks than that. Well played, Hassan Kurdi.
Quarter-final Friday is coming to an epic climax here.
What a fabulous shot. And it goes, and that is surely the end of this match. In goes the pink, and here comes the handshake.
Semi-final Saturday then at the World Senior Snooker Championship. It will be Aaron Canavan, Dominic Dale a little bit later, Jersey versus Wales, and up first Alfie Burden from England up against Hassan Kurdi from Australia. Four players have been fantastic and three fabulous pundits as ever. Neil Foles, Rhian Evans and Dennis Taylor, and of course this gorgeous trophy, all four of them within touching distance, Dennis, of this final.
This is when it all starts, and they deserve to be in the semi-final. A lot of the favourites went out, but these are the players that have played at the top of their form, and it's going to be a cracking match, this. Alfie's favourite, but the way Hassan finished off his semi-final after winning the fifth frame on the black, he was awesome in the final frame, and he was nervous earlier on, but I think the nerves will have gone now.
All right, well, I think we're all getting a bit nervous for all four. We've got a great crowd in here at the Crucible today. Rhian, the final four, we expected or not?
Maybe a few of the names. Obviously, Hassan is the secret part of the draw, but he's come through nicely. His first game was brilliant. A few nerves, obviously, but with this atmosphere, with this crowd and this arena, why aren't there going to be nerves? So it's a fantastic lineup. We've got previous winners, we've got finalists, we've got newbies, so yeah, it's fantastic. It's
been a terrific tournament, Neil, and the two semi-finals, they're very contrasting, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got Dominic Dale, who's a former tour player, who's just retired. Alfie just gone off the tour, he's back to Q School, but they've both been on the tour for years. The other two, Aaron Canavan, he's never really been a professional. He is an amateur in the sense, not the Zhao Jintong form of amateur, that's former UK champion, proper amateur, once played in the World Championship. Hassan Kurdi once played in the Six Reds in Thailand, but he's only got an amateur career, so it's a surprise. But not so big a surprise seeing Cliff playing the trumpet a few minutes ago. What was that about?
Well, he was supposed to be giving me an ice cream, but
okay.
we had to compromise for the trumpet.
It was a cornet, was it?
Listen, we're going to be having a fantastic day of snooker, trumpet or cornetto, whatever your choice is. We'll be showing you the lot. We've got Dominic Dale and Aaron Canavan later today, but up first, Alfie Burden and Hassan Kurdi. Both players spoke to Rob Walker earlier today.
Hassan, your win over Tony Knowles was a nerve-free experience. First time on the big stage, no expectations, but last night I could tell you were really feeling it at times.
Yeah, definitely. The nerves kicked in pretty much from the very first shot. I don't even know what happened, but towards the end of the match, I'm glad I just settled down a little bit, loosened up my grip, and yeah, went on to make a good break in the final frame.
Alfie, you've knocked out two absolute legends of the game in Jimmy White and Tony Drago, and what a comeback last night. You showed so much determination.
Yeah, I had to. I mean, I sort of made a lot of errors early on in the match and sort of put myself in a hole, and luckily I dug myself out of it.
You've said before, occasionally, that you feel you've underachieved. So what would it mean to you to get in a second World Seniors final?
Yeah, it'd mean the world to me. I'd love to be back in the final and hopefully go one better this time.
Are you feeling like your game's in a better place than it was when you played Jimmy in the final 2 years ago?
I'm queuing good. I was queuing good then. I didn't play well in that final, but no, I'm queuing good, feeling good. But
every game's difficult, you know.
On paper, you'll be the favourite for this one because you've got more experience at the Crucible than Hassan. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the lad, so that's a sort of unique experience because you normally, everyone you play, you sort of know and you've seen play. I've not really seen him play, but I'm expecting a tough game. He's earned his right to be in the semi-final, so I'll be giving him every respect.
This is huge. This is probably the most important match of your life today.
100%. Look, I've back in Australia, I've won titles, played in the Australian final and Asia Pacific final, and this is by far the best thing I've ever done.
Are you excited or nervous or both?
To be honest, I'm not nervous today. Like, I feel really calm, had a good sleep, woke up, had a good breakfast, so I'm pretty excited.
We really hope you enjoy the experience. You've come a long way. You've waited 20 years to appear at the Crucible. Make the most of it. The crowd will roar for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I wish we could all say that. A nice sleep and a good breakfast. And he looked nervous last night, but certainly not in his first match because it was almost like he'd played here all his life against Nosey.
He never gave Tony a chance. He just dominated that match. And some of his long potting was unbelievable. And Tony didn't know what hit him. He just never got going. And Tony'd never really seen him play before, but he did very little wrong. And he was a bit unlucky. He could have finished with a century break. The fifth frame, as I mentioned earlier, when he won it on the black, that paved the way for him to relax in that last frame. And it should be a cracking match against Alfie.
And it was almost like a little flick of a switch, wasn't it, that last break last night, Rianne, inspired that long red to get it all underway. He can play, this guy.
Yeah, he definitely can. I would say he was a little bit edgy. He thought this was a great opportunity to get through to the semi-finals playing Charles, and that fantastic long red, and then to get onto the blue with the right angle. It was fantastic.
Alfie Burden's had to play two great pals, two legends of the game, and Jimmy White, Tony Gregors. He's come through a really tough draw, hasn't he?
He has, and you know, the win against Jimmy was a better match, I thought, in quality. That match, I don't know how he was 3-0 down. He lost 2 respots in a row, and there's a lot of emotion there. I know he seemed quite quiet and retiring in that interview. Don't believe a word. Him and Tony Drago are the two most emotional human beings I think I've ever met.
And Alfie, it's always bubbling, isn't it? Can his emotion get the better of him at times, do you feel?
I think he's got Patsy Fagan, as I mentioned, in his corner, former UK champion, working with him. He'll keep him relaxed. Seeing him backstage, he looks up for it and totally relaxed.
Best of 11 changes everything, doesn't it? They've got a real match on their hands. Who do we feel is going to come out on top?
Ooh, you've got to go with Alfie with his experience, and I'd say just recently fell off tour, so he's got match practice as well.
I think Alfie too, but obviously Alfie's problem is he doesn't know anything about Hassan Kurdi. So I do feel Alfie might have too much for him.
I'm going to go for Hassan simply because of that beautiful waistcoat he's got on. He's got a lovely green back. I said to him, what a bit of Irish going on. He said, this is for my best friend who's Irish. Yeah. So there you go.
I knew you'd be a sucker for the green. All right, thank you so much to Neil, Rianne and to Dennis, and this great Crucible crowd are ready for semi-final Saturday. And up first, Alfie Burden against Hassan Kurdi. What a dream day for both players, and we can't wait to bring you all the action here on 5.